So yeah, here we are, E3. First day of E3. Ah, it's Ubisoft, and you'll see in a minute. But yeah, oh, you know what? I should edit the I'm not gonna worry about. We'll edit the title later because we might. I don't know when Devolver Showcase is. Today is Ubisoft's. Ubisoft Showcase starts in 4 minutes, and then after that, it's Devolver Digital Showcase, which starts at. Give me a second here. I'll find the time. Devolver. So Ubisoft starts at noon, and then Devolver's is at 1:30. But I don't know if Ubisoft's is an hour and a half. I have no idea how long Ubisoft is. I currently have the Game Awards feed pulled up right now. I don't know if that's going to be the actual feed or if this is Jeff Keighley, like his version of it. So we might start like a minute late depending on like where this is going. But yeah, I currently have I had the Game Awards. I pulled up whichever one was available, you know. And yeah, so the Ubisoft, yes, last night on In Chat, we talked about Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That got leaked this morning. Just a few hours ago. I could pull up the tweet right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. But that got leaked just a few hours ago. So yeah, we already knew it was real. Because, you know, there have been a bunch of hits at it, but now we actually have seen it. And there's Rabbid Rosalina. There's like this weird Rabbid character that I can only describe as like, you know, like Wild Style from the Lego Movie. It's kind of like that aesthetic. And I don't know. Is it supposed to be a Rabbid Bowser? I don't think so, but I don't know. But yeah, so that leaked. Other than that, I don't really have any last minute things for Ubisoft. I'm waiting to see if this is gonna switch over, if I need to go to a different feed. There's IGN. There's an Xbox stream with it. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know. There is also an official E3 stream. I don't know. I guess I'll hold on this for a minute. But yeah, drinking wise, the only thing I have, ooh, it's sweating. It's a can of the Truly's Punch. It's a tropical punch. This is the only drink I had because everything else was I mean, I don't really have anything else because I don't really drink that much, but I had that. I was gonna buy more of these because these are really freaking good. We've talked about these in the past, but I ended up not doing that. So let's. Okay, so I guess we can switch over. Now, as we get into this... Yeah. I want to remind everyone, as we get into this, that Ubisoft as a company spent years protecting mental and physical abusers. Yes, that is something they did. Izguimo has not even answered for this. No allegations or anything. He's still in his position at the company. They have paid no retribution for this. Never stop making them pay. Never let them forget. Ubisoft spent years protecting mental and physical abusers. And with that, let's talk about their games, and you will not forget. Ubisoft forward. They aren't even going to bring it up that they protected mental and physical abusers. I can guarantee it.
To be back hosting Ubisoft Forward. Over the next hour, we'll be your guides to all the latest news and exciting announcements coming from Ubisoft.
We've got so much in store for you today, including deeper looks at Far Cry 6, Riders Republic, and Rainbow Six, plus a few other surprises you'll find out about soon enough.
Neelam, I'm excited. We're filming this together. We got this gorgeous set. E3 is back. But I know why y'all are here. You want to see games. So let's get right.
I want to see you answer for your all the allegations against you.
You'll no doubt have noticed that the alien parasite has spread to new areas. It's time to suit up and step into the
Because Ubisoft spent years protecting mental and physical abusers. And Yves Guillemot needs to step down from his position at the company.
Much peace, staring into the heavens, until a piece of it fell. And the nightmare began.
Okay.
We thought it could be contained. But it evolved. So we did too.
One of our own is MIA. I need an extraction team, now.
Oh, they said the name of the
There's a
game.
way to stop them. You will find it. But I know you will find me first.
Okay, the plan. Nomad, secure our exit. I'll take out the nests. And I'll find Ivana.
Do you think Tom Clancy would be annoyed with some of these Ubisoft games? Like, I know he was, even though Tom Clancy never served in the military, he was all about it. And right, he wrote all of his things on the military, but you think like stuff like this with like alien invasions he'd be behind?
Stand back!
I don't know. I could...
Clear! Let's move out. Clock's ticking.
I don't know, this is all pre-rendered CGI bullshit. Like, again, we talked yesterday, I don't care about, Rainbow Six. Just not the games for me, you know? And it's got the ink monsters from Disney's Epic Mickey in it.
Coming through! Countermeasures! Check. Make for the exit. An apex! Get down!
Does look like a predator.
Not so fast. Target the breacher! Now's our chance! Nomad, blow the door! Cover me!
Hey, you all throwing me a party?
Yeah. Too bad you missed all the fireworks.
Team, it's Ash. We're not done yet. VIP down and...
Yeah. September 16th, that's right around the corner.
Now, I know you must have a ton of questions after seeing that trailer, and we have answers as well as a full gameplay walkthrough coming up, so hang tight. My name is Richard. I'm your resident community developer coming to you from North Carolina. We're thrilled to be back to give you an introduction to Rainbow Six Extraction. With me today in Montreal, I have Bruno Lalonde, our lead technical director, and Alicia Fortier, game designer, to help walk us through. Alicia, what can we tell our players about Extraction?
Extraction is a 1 to 3 player co-op experience.
Don't
Don't
quote me on this. But wasn't there a thing about, like, in the Ubisoft allegations, like, 1 in every 2 female employees were abused? Isn't it something crazy like that? Don't quote me on that. That could be completely wrong. But it's something like that.
But this time, as you progress through the game, you'll unlock new ability upgrades and a whole new arsenal specifically designed to take on this new threat.
So the operators we just saw in that trailer are very familiar. But what happened to Hibana?
She got captured. In Extraction, you're always putting it all on the line. If you or a teammate falls during an incursion, you're gonna go missing in action. You can't play MIA operators until they're safely recovered. You and your squad are gonna have to come back together to get back in there and get them out.
That's, in theory, an interesting idea. Kind of like a slight XCOM thing, where but instead of permadeath, you can just get them back.
Balancing that risk and reward scenario is going to be tough.
But it could also force you to play as characters you suck at.
What is it? Who are they? And where do they come from?
What we know is the Arkeens are an evolved form of the parasite that was first detected few years ago during the outbreak event in New Mexico. But a lot have changed since. The parasite has spread to 3 new regions, emerging in several containment zones within New York, San Francisco, and Alaska. This is what we know so far. Within the containment zones, the alien ecosystem is in a continual evolution, as incubation nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map in reaction to the player presence.
The parasite is always spreading, always evolving, but it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing their new home. What are we facing off against?
Well, the black goo-like sprawl is probably the first thing you will take on. It spreads to the map once your presence is detected, slowing your progress and helping the Arkeens. Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer are the long-range spiker.
I love how they haven't even just, like, they're not even, like, showing this in gameplay. They're just using their pre-rendered CGI trailer for everything.
There's a lot more species of Arkeens and mutations that have been observed. More to come on that very soon.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more of the details. We still have crossplay to talk about. Yes, that's right. Extraction will bring everyone together regardless of the platform.
That's good. I am pro cross-platform. That's something I'll stand by. I think that's great. More games do it.
You've been waiting long enough. Let's take an exclusive first look at some gameplay footage. Here is Rainbow Six Extraction.
Cringy voice actors, like you know the game type that Ubisoft loves to use.
Welcome to Rainbow Six Extraction, the new tactical co-op shooter game where Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a mission to
even though the best example of it that I can always think of is the Anthem trailer, where they have like the players pretending to do it.
We need new data on the parasite's underground network. It keeps evolving, adapting. Plant auto trackers on dormant nests. Don't destroy them or we'll lose the trackers.
As a squad of 3, Ella, Alibi, and Sledge will use their operator abilities to complete objectives, assist each other, and obliterate Arkeans in their way.
Drone spinning up.
That's a grunt. Easy for a nest to incubate and bring to life, not so easy to eliminate in large numbers.
Converge on location. Nice and quiet.
The enemy reacts to intrusions in their ecosystem, including operators.
Eliminate my target.
So stealth tactics are the way to go.
Visual on nest. Place auto trackers for our React scientists.
Auto tracker activated.
Visual hostile.
Auto tracker activated.
parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects the whole ecosystem. Alert an Archean, and a nearby nest wakes up too. Archeans move faster in sprawl, but operators get slowed down.
Take my guy out.
The squad can use their react light to see bioluminescent properties in Archeans and in the environment.
It's weird that how they just like blow up into smoke. I mean, I know that's to keep like entities down, but
The scientist just gave me the thumbs up. Good job.
Identifying Archean variants helps.
And it is the other interesting thing is the amount of like stealth gameplay. Like I know it's Rainbow Six, but yeah, there's a good amount of stealth in this. That's like when I think of like PvE games, like you know your Call of Duty Zombies, or I don't remember what they're called in Gears of War. Horde mode. It's horde mode stuff, right? Like it's usually right your wave style thing, where this feels a lot more PvE and stealth based. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, it's gonna change right here, but I don't know. I've never seen someone stealth through a Call of Duty Zombies map, is what I'm saying.
Close. Here, the team can regroup and resupply. Airlock doors will open onto the next subzone, which will be tougher than the first.
We need tissue samples from those Archies, and we need them gone. Use your react blade. Right there. React blade, do your thing.
That target is finished.
One down. We're not done yet. That's your target. Don't put it to death just yet. Get that sample.
We've located a spiker. It can fire armor-piercing projectiles. Alibi deploys a Prisma hologram.
Deploying the bait.
The squad can use React Tech to go further in incursions. The more intel they collect, the more tech they'll have at their disposal to fight off this threat. It's all about teamwork to outsmart the enemy.
Barricade that spot.
I like, and right there in that shot, there was like a person in like that tree branch thing. That was neat. I mean, it looked like a person anyways.
That's the way. Keep hunting.
That's the React threat sensor. Smasher incoming.
Wow, that did it. Take out the leader. No leader for the Archies to follow.
Another objective completed. The squad can either exfil at the extraction point to bring home the latest intel, or move to the next airlock. The third subzone will be the most challenging yet. A true test of both tactical team strategy and operator reflexes.
Some Archeans are responding to an elite as if they're communicating. No way we'd let them mobilize against us. Hunt them down until the elite comes out of hiding.
Oh, it's a Demogorgon. Demogorgon. Do Demogorgons turn invisible? Why does that... Again, I've never seen Stranger Things. We talked about that the other day.
The elite will show up any second.
Enemy located!
Eliminate my target!
I'm compromised! Eyes on hostile!
Honestly, the tier 3 looked more threatening.
We have an operator in stasis.
An operator is now MIA.
I don't know if you can hear this, but we're mounting a rescue. Hang tight.
So was that one of the... Because there were 3 people playing, right? So did just one of them go down and...
You heard it. A rescue mission is underway. React still needs you.
I don't get that. I mean, I get what happened, like they got captured, but like, you know what I mean. Like, if one of you goes down, can you still win if the other 2 succeed, or do all 3 of you need to succeed?
Stay tuned for more Rainbow Six Extraction intel coming very soon.
If you think fighting aliens is tough, try learning guitar.
Well, that was a segue.
10 years ago, Rocksmith redefined
Yeah,
music
we
learning
talked
by
about this
introducing
last
the
night.
first console game that taught millions how to play guitar.
Whether you're already an expert,
I
or
do
just
know
starting
somebody
out,
who
Rocksmith
learned to play
has an
guitar
approach
through
that's for
Rocksmith.
everyone.
I do,
A fun
yeah.
and interactive way to learn guitar, playing your favorite songs.
Back on
And in the decades since its
PS3,
release, our
they
community
bought
and its impact
the
was only
original.
amplified.
Yeah, I think it was the
This year,
original,
let's
and
turn it up to 11
yeah.
and see what's next for Rocksmith.
I didn't know this was a Ubisoft game. I'm gonna assume all the music is good, but I swear to God, Ubisoft, if you screw me. Oh, and it uses a phone now. Because I think there was something where you could, like, plug a guitar into, like, the PS3 or whatever. It was something like that. I don't remember the details. It's been a while. Again, I actually don't think that's a... I think Rocksmith is a decent enough idea, right?
I'm Arthur Von Nagel, producer at Ubisoft San Francisco, and Rocksmith has truly been a dream project for me. As a lifelong gamer and a touring musician, Rocksmith is what I wish I had when I started learning music. And that's why I'm thrilled to share the next evolution of music learning, Rocksmith Plus, a new interactive music learning subscription service available this year.
Of
How to play guitar and bass
course
by
it's a
playing along to
You know, I hadn't even thought about that.
songs. Connect
Of
your
course
instrument
it's
to
a
your
subscription
PC,
service.
console, or mobile device,
Because, you know,
and get real-time
everything needs to
feedback
be
as you play.
fucking Adobe
Connecting with
software.
Rocksmith Plus will be easier than ever now that you can use your
Um,
phone as a microphone. Download the app.
While I'm not
log in,
encouraging
sync to
piracy of
Rocksmith
Adobe
Plus,
programs,
set it down,
just remember it is always morally acceptable to do it. I do not, however, recommend... I cannot legally recommend it, though. Right? It is legally inadvisable. But it is morally correct. But it is legally
We're
inadvisable.
excited to reveal Rocksmith Plus will have a huge amount of songs at launch.
I do know the original
Songs in the
Rocksmith had
library will have
DLC.
chord
Like, it had,
charts.
like,
They'll be
paid
perfect for
DLC where
rhythm
you could
players
buy,
who
like,
want
to learn
the
new songs.
foundation of a song.
Or something
Songs
like
to
that, if I remember
Still have the
correctly.
note-for-note, authentic arrangements for players that want to play songs exactly how the artists originally played them. And each week, we'll release a steady stream of new authentic arrangements to keep
And I mean,
growing
I
that
guess
portion of the library.
as a subscription
We're also
service,
introducing
if
the
it right
Rocksmith
keeps new
Workshop,
songs
a new
constantly
tool
in
that lets
rotation,
users create
and it doesn't
and
have any,
create
it's just like the
arrangements
subscription
for songs
service,
we've
and you can
licensed.
cancel at any time or
Your
whatever.
subscription will give you
I guess
access
in
to all
theory
those
that's
songs,
not
more content than
terrible.
ever
It's kind of like a
before,
Skillshare
including genres beyond
or a
rock,
master class or
pop,
one of
hip-hop,
those.
country, Latin,
But
R&B,
it could
all
easily be
sorts
abused
of
for
metal subgenres.
monetization.
We'll
Of
have
course
music
it could
from
be.
all over the world, from big stars to indie darlings. It's the most diverse song library ever seen in music learning software. Rocksmith Plus will still have our proven practice features like adaptive difficulty and riff repeater, which let you practice and learn at your own pace, or slow down and repeat tricky parts until you master them. We've improved those features in Rocksmith Plus and are introducing new ones. Beginner and intermediate players will benefit from more personalized learning, thanks to an enhanced recommendation system and more robust progress tracking. Players won't just see their growth on a single song. They can now monitor their progress technique by technique across the board, and overall offer a better sense of how you're improving over time. Advanced players will be happy to know we're introducing a new Rocksmith Tablets Review. That way you could take advantage of Rocksmith Plus's song library and practice tools in a format that's familiar and one that will hone your tab reading skills. We're excited to announce that you can register for a chance to participate in our closed beta right after the show. Visit our website at rocksmith.com to get an early look at Rocksmith Plus and help us test and create the future of music learning. Thank you so much.
The other, of course, the other question is how much is
and
it?
supported Rocksmith
Right.
over the past 10 years. Let's jam together with Rocksmith Plus for another 10.
Because I think the original was just a PS. It was a PS3. The person I knew had it on
Register
PS3,
now for a chance to play the Rocksmith
and
Plus
I
beta.
want to say it was either like 60 or 80 because it came with a cord. Like you had to have a cord that would connect to like your guitar into the PlayStation.
Last year, you got a first look at our massive multiplayer outdoor sports extravaganza. Since then, the project's grown by jumps and grinds.
Yep, Riders Republic, the sequel to Steep, because Steep kind of sucked. At least everybody forgot about it like instantly. And will that happen again with this one? Maybe, probably. Not like Ubisoft supports deserve, or not like Ubisoft deserves the support to begin with.
Stomping ground. From here, you can meet like-minded riders, manage your career, learn to nail those wild moves.
September 2nd, that's... As a release date goes, yeah, that's right around the corner. Assuming September 2nd is the release date.
The latest news. And take up some ferocious multiplayer action like Free For All or Tricks Battle, our 6 versus 6 team competition.
I'm gonna make a joke about how are they gonna work a battle royale mode into this.
Here's how it works. Performing
'Cause of course I
V-tricks
am.
on the modules will turn them from red to blue. Every trick that you stomp will contribute to your team's overall score. You still with me? Okay. When your team has turned all the modules blue, you capture that district.
Oh, it's like a capture the flag thing?
Into the big time.
Alright, no, I don't know. There's a mode in some of the older Tony Hawk Pro Skaters that was all about like you'd like do a trick on a thing and that like give you the piece. God, that was fun. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Again, I had 4. So much fun.
Now, some might say the best parts of the Republic can be found in the city playground. We've got modules that you can slay for days. Maybe you're all about living on the edge.
So there are different maps or whatever, because Bright Canyon, Snow,
and we've all got our preferences.
And stuff like that. It's like the couch in Wreckfest, right? It's just like fun stuff like that. I saw a guy with cardboard wings earlier. You know, there's fun stuff like that. Not gonna buy it, obviously, because it's a Ubisoft game, and Ubisoft spent years protecting mental and physical abusers, but honestly, even if they didn't, which they did, I still am not gonna... Nah, this game just ain't for me.
That's right. Everything you do counts. Getting those stars means more rad to be had, and the Republic will abide. There's always something awesome to do as you reach new milestones and unlock more challenges. It's the Red Bull Joyride, people. It's infamous. It's spectacular. It's the biggest stage of slopestyle mountain biking. And guess what? You can play it versus your friends. There is so much more. More stunts. More sports. More events. Just more, okay? And a natural outdoor playground for you and your friends to enjoy any way that you want. When we say fun with everyone, we mean it. Look at all these riders. Does this speak to you? Then don't miss out on mass races. Woo!
You know, the other thing is the monetization in this game is going to be fucking terrible. I can already see it. That it's just going to have some terrible, like, monetization, and it's going to be, and Ubisoft's going to be, well, it's just cosmetic. But, like, look at a game like this. Cosmetics matter above everything else. Of course there's a beta. But yeah, of course, I guarantee you that game is going to have some bad monetization.
is coming September 2nd, and you can pre-order now and claim your right to rip.
Like 20 years ago, that game, like when the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games were coming out, that game would have been fantastic. I probably would have loved that, like I did the Pro Skater games, because you could have unlocked everything. But nowadays, monetization's gonna ruin that game.
Year 6 is off to a blazing start, with Siege passing 200,000 concurrent players a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to jump in.
No, my brothers play it, and again, I've watched videos on it. I get it more than I did back when it like came out, but it's just not for me.
Six years into our journey with Siege, we are humbled and grateful for the enthusiastic community that has supported this growth. So today is all about sharing quality of life developments that will dramatically improve player experience.
With the community growing every day, we've been hard at work finding ways to improve your ability to play with your friends and meet new players.
I think, does it have crossplay? I was gonna say that crossplay would make sense.
With crossplay and cross progression.
Who uses Stadia?
That means that any player on Amazon Luna, Stadia, or PC.
What the heck is an Amazon Luna? That's a joke. I know what Amazon Luna is, but it's about the same as Stadia.
For players, in early 2022, crossplay will be available between PlayStation and Xbox platforms, and the cross progression will be available.
They can't do crossplay between the other systems.
For these updates, we needed a bit more time in order to prepare and make sure they have a smooth launch.
That's interesting that they need so long to do it, because I know, was it the Rocket League developers who were like, crossplay on PC is usually just the flip of a switch. I mean, maybe there was a little exaggeration in there, but it's something like that. Of course, we know part of it nowadays because of the Epic versus Apple lawsuit, is that if you want crossplay on PlayStation, you need to pay money. You need to pay PlayStation money to get crossplay.
The lifeblood that keeps this game moving forward.
Or you know what I mean, like a more substantial amount. Like Borderlands 3 is getting crossplay, but it won't have it on PlayStation because they refuse to pay.
Starring Thunderbird, the new Defender joining Team Rainbow. Check this out.
Ready?
6 years ago, I met a pilot. She saved my life.
Damn.
That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was my father's. Dagu Wakan, Wichahpi. The creator's star has many meanings. Love, wisdom, bravery.
Suits you.
Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss.
Are they gonna fight a bear?
What's happening?
Shh.
Yeah, they're gonna fight a bear.
Wait, that's it? What happened next?
Why don't you ask yourself?
Again, I know nothing about Rainbow, so yeah. I know you don't fight bears in the game. I know that.
Excited about this year. Take a look at the incredible updates coming to our live games in 2021.
God, I'm still amazed that For Honor gets support. Like, that was... I felt like everyone forgot about that game. And yet it still gets support. So somebody must be playing it. I've seen some neat stuff in Trackmania. Never played it, obviously, but I've seen some neat things. Fall Guys mode? Yeah, okay. I know it's Wipeout and, Takeshi's Castle? Oh, yeah. Ninja Turtles and Brawlhalla, or at least one of them. That's... okay, it's the Ninja Turtles. That's neat. Isn't Brawlhalla the one that has, like, Adventure Time and, like... It's like a giant cartoon crossover. Isn't that a thing? Watch Dogs. I did almost buy Watch Dogs Legion. It was on sale for like $5 at one point. And I was like, yeah, maybe. But, of course, it's Ubisoft, so, yeah, no, that didn't happen. But, yeah. For, like, $5, I was like, I've bought worse games for $5. Oh, I don't have my copy of Fallout 76 anymore. It used to be right back there somewhere.
From the release of the Ghost experience to the latest teammate update, Ghost Recon Breakpoint keeps evolving.
Oh yeah, that's a game. Oh fuck, yeah. I forgot that existed because nobody gives a shit about it because it was not a good game.
We are happy to announce that there are still many more surprises.
Like God, the Division 2 gets more support. And that's... ooh. I don't know. Greg Miller's always chatting on about it.
Just Dance has always been about connecting with friends
Yep,
and family.
I figured this was
If you're in
coming.
good company, there are no bad dancers. So move the coffee table, alert the local homeowners association, and let's get loud.
Depending on what music they do, I got it ready. I'm just gonna preemptive do it. Is it gonna be a K-pop thing? I expect a K. I'll be honest, I've never heard of them. I think they're finally done releasing Just Dance games on the Wii. Because, like, the Just Dance in, like, 2019 came out on the Wii. Because that's how Just Dance is. Because I know Xbox doesn't do a Kinect anymore. And, I mean, PlayStation still supports the Move, but mainly because of VR. Has there been a Just Dance game in VR? That feels like an obvious thing. Oh, wow. Another thing about Ubisoft trying to get people to make shit for them. Fucking Ubisoft. They're going to talk about, what, the Splinter Cell TV show next? That stupid, was it TJ Miller show? I wonder how it works on stage. I mean, I guess you don't actually need to, like, you could just have people dance along to, like, videos. But, I don't know.
It's time to get our Viking on. It was a big year for the new chief of the Raven clan, but your journey with Eivor is
I guess, you know, I figured we weren't going to get any Assassin's Creed. But I guess, yeah, DLC for Valhalla makes sense. Again, Valhalla is not a game I've thought about since it released. Because, again, Ubisoft is a company that protects mental and physical abusers. I don't need to think about them. Even though I feel like every week well, I, you know, never stop making them pay.
In November 2020, we released Assassin's Creed Valhalla. To our delight, it was the biggest launch for any Assassin's Creed game to date, and we have you to thank for that. Becoming Eivor, a Viking leader going on a quest to fight for a new home, is an adventure that resonated closely with many of you. I certainly had fun exploring England with Eivor and stumbling across unique world events that left me with memorable side stories.
Thank you, Eivor.
We're amazed to see how you dedicated yourselves to the Viking lifestyle. You've led more than 300 million raids in total and built more than 100 million buildings in your settlements. Congrats. Eivor still has a long journey ahead, and we've been continuing to offer free updates for all players to enjoy post-launch. These updates include time-limited festivals, new quests, and even whole new game modes, such as...
Was that a spirit bear? It looked like a spirit bear. Again, I used to like Assassin's Creed games, and then they filled them with microtransactions, and I just... Oh, well, of course, first they made a few bad ones, like Unity and, Syndicate, but... Yeah, once they rebooted it, and I loved the 2, Brotherhood, Revelations was fine, 3 sucked, it was okay, I mean, I beat it, but 4 was really good.
We're also building on Eivor's story and the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla through game expansions. Wrath of the Druids released a few weeks ago, allowing players to explore Ireland and battle a mysterious cult, the Children of Danu. In our second upcoming expansion, you'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious battle in Viking history, taking place in war-torn Francia. You'll have to do
See, this sounds fun. This sounds like something I would like. God damn it, Ubisoft, why do you have to be such a shitty fucking company?
Your clan's future. Players may be excited to learn that black box infiltration missions are returning. This means you're given a goal for a mission, but how you'll achieve it is up to you. expect new abilities, weapons, gear, and of course, new enemies. Watch out for the Siege of Paris coming this summer. Assassin's Creed has long focused on the exploration of history, and we are happy to announce that the new Discovery Tour will be
This is the one thing I do. That is something I do like. I remember when they did it for Origins, and I was like, yeah, that's really cool. That's just right. They do all these research for these games. They might as well do something with them.
Play as people during the time of Vikings and follow them in their endeavors, big and small.
See, I think that's neat. Using like the educational side of things. I know it's kind of like it's not for everyone, and it's kind of not like your traditional game. But I think it's neat.
Will have you covered.
I think it's neat.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla doesn't stop here. For the first time on an Assassin's Creed title, we'll be supporting the game well into its second year. Well, this year will be a very active year for the game. We're already working on more expansions for next year. Something tells me that Eivor is not done with Odin yet.
You're gonna have to do Ragnarok. Because I know, like, in Odyssey, one of the DLCs was Atlantis. So, like, the idea of, like, dealing with, like, Ragnarok, that's interesting.
So you've seen some great games from us, but we also have news about the movies and TV.
Yep, here's the TV show bullshit. It's Ubisoft. They always do some TV bullshit.
Up first is Mythic Quest, the workplace comedy set in a game development studio that's streaming on Apple TV+. If you haven't watched the second season yet, here's a look
Oh my
at what you've been missing.
god, it's already in a second season? I didn't even know the shit released yet. I don't have any Apple products, so yeah. Do they cover all the abuse that specifically took place under Ubisoft that they directly adapt into a TV show? I fucking doubt it.
That's it. Except make it about me and not the world.
I mean, admittedly, it does sound like the boss is pretty abusive. From the one trailer I remember seeing a few years ago.
She wanted. She inspired us. She emotionally manipulated us.
What's the difference?
Up next is an exclusive look at a new trailer for our feature-length movie, Werewolves Within. It's a whodunit with teeth that'll be coming to theaters June 25th and on demand July 2nd.
I've literally never heard of this, and it comes out. Oh, fuck! That's Josh Rubin of College Humor fame. Oh, fuck! Josh Rubin's fucking great. He's one of the best College Humor has ever had. Oh, fuck, he's doing his own thing. Oh, shit. That's how you get me interested in this thing. Oh, my God. That's fucking Josh Rubin. He's fantastic.
We need answers.
It didn't disappear.
What did you say? It didn't disappear. Shh.
What? It's not Emerson Flint. It's one of you.
What the hell was that supposed to mean? Okay, well, what did her eyeball say?
Look, we don't understand. Could this please come out?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ranger Wheeler. You could be one of them.
What is she?
One of what? A what?
A
werewolf. The roads are effed. Something's wrong with the generator. Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
Oh, man, I've never heard of the video game.
I'm gonna go get a croissant.
I mean, wasn't there a Telltale game called, like, The Wolf Within or something like that?
Having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
Everybody's going, how the heck?
Not littering, I'm just excited.
Not judging, just watching it.
Again, I'm only interested in that because it's Josh Rubin, who is fantastic.
On your on-demand platforms.
Other than that, yeah, I could care
No
less.
hero's story is complete without a great rival to match them. After all, even the most vile tyrant is a star of their own narrative.
When it comes to memorable villains, no one does it better than Far Cry.
I mean, it is true, Far Cry villains are memorable, but they're only in the game for like 10 minutes. Usually the only good 10 minutes. No, I'm not going to throw that much share at Far Cry. Far Cry has some good... I think 2 is the good one, 2 and 3. But 4 and 5, they're Ubisoft games.
Always making new friends.
Danny, you're late. Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket. For his family.
Bullshit. Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore. Come on, Marco. Let them on.
Ugh.
Vamos.
Good man.
Get out of boxing now.
It is hot. It's probably right around 100 degrees out here. At least I have an air conditioner this year. Because I was thinking about that. Last time we did E3, I think was before I moved. So it's been a while since the last E3. And yeah, I didn't have an air conditioner at the time, and it was like 100 out. Oh, God.
Survive. Same as the orphanage, same as the academy.
Please, no, this is a fishing boat. Dios mío, no.
Oh, it's just straight up him. Wow.
Before he was El Presidente, mi papa loved to fish. We would go out on a boat, just like this, and we would catch the fish and then release them. He would say, it's not always about your stomach, mijo. It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big, fat, juicy marlin, he was too proud to let that fish go.
Si, Tirano! You have poisoned Yana! You have poisoned your sword!
I have caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
No way.
I have caught you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on this fucking boat. 13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch and release.
I have no idea what's going on in this game. Like, I know it's about, like, revolution, like, Cuban revolution. Because, again, Ubisoft does not like to say their games are political, even though they finally had to admit it with this one, because they got caught in such a fucking lie.
The most important part of crafting a Far Cry villain isn't the fact that they're evil or shocking. It's that there's someone that could sit across from you at the dinner table and charm you into thinking that everything they believe, no matter how twisted or horrifying, could be absolutely true. That's the secret to Anton's power. and we couldn't be prouder to have him join the Far Cry family. Now, when creating Anton, we had quite a lot to live up to. Because when you think Far Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains. Which makes today...
Honestly, I really only think of the guy from 3.
Not only did we
and they don't even mention the first 2 games.
Castillo, we finally get to unveil some of our post-launch plans. Our dream...
When does this game come out?
Far Cry villains tradition and introduce
Didn't this leak? I think this leaked yesterday as well, the season pass. I forgot to talk about it last night, but I think it did leak yesterday.
And it's up to you to find a way out.
Which is, again, they're talking about the season pass stuff, and I think the game is still like a few weeks or months out. I don't think it's next year.
My, what a happy family.
Yeah.
RJ, tell your mother and sister to...
You are alive. That is all that matters. What the fuck?
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
Where the fuck am
I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants.
So is it like an alternate world where the villain wins?
A dream. An opportunity.
That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. You know, kind of like... Okay, for all my problems with fucking Assassin's Creed 3, I did like that one thing where King George becomes evil. That was a fun idea, where he gets, like, possessed by the Apple of Eden and becomes evil and becomes, like, the king. That was fun. Oh, of course, they're using the one popular joke, the one popular thing from Far Cry 3. Oh, wow. You doing another Blood Dragon, like, neon thing? Didn't Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon... Wasn't that already, like, a thing? Was there even a release date?
We're so excited for you all to check out this next game.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get my hands on this one.
This is our Kingdom battle. Yep. Our Spark of Hope, I think it's called now. Again, the first game is really good. Like, and it's on sale for like $15 right now. Something stupid like that. Oh, it's a rabbit Loomba. It's a Lubert. And it's a rabbit. Again, some of this stuff was... Not this video, but like a few screenshots and whatnot were leaked earlier today. The idea of doing Super Mario Galaxy isn't terrible. And again, I don't find the rabbits as annoying as other people do. I know people fucking hate the rabbits. I liked... There was one where, like, rabbits go to the moon or something on Wii that I really enjoyed. I just hope that, like, you don't... Because one of my problems with the original game was you always had to have Mario in your party. And I always find that kind of annoying. I hope this game does something more interesting than always having Mario. Ah, yeah. And you're, like, exploring alien worlds? Because, yeah, you're in Honey Hive Galaxy. I was gonna say, are they doing like a Sun Wukong thing? Because I see the Luma on the cloud. This honestly looks very different. Like this, you know what I mean? Like it kind of doesn't feel like a traditional Mario game in like a weird, because like Kingdom Battle, played it safe-ish. This looks very different-ish. There he is.
The whole team
David
is super
Soliani.
proud of this new game.
One of the best moments in E3 is from him. In all of E3 history. And yeah.
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And for this project, we didn't want to stop there.
Hi everyone, Mario and the Rabbids are back. And I'm so excited to be back as well today to unveil our new project, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We are diving back into this unique crossover with even bigger ambition, expanding our universe on a major scale. This time it's not just the Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy to save. To do so, you will lead a brave yet reckless team of unique heroes, including some fresh faces like Rabbids Rosalina and other surprises. On their quest to repel evil.
Again, actually, I think this is a logical, right? While I was personally hoping for like a Zelda thing, because I feel like Zelda had a lot of potential as well. I like this. I think this looks pretty solid, like as an evolution, right? Because Galaxy was such like a cool evolution for Mario that I think for the original Kingdom Battle, this is a good evolution.
The Sparks. These surprising creatures, born from the merge of Rabbids and Lumas, will lend their wild powers to our heroes. Their natures and origin are at the core of our story. But let's keep some surprises for later.
After the tremendous success of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the entire team was moved by the amazing reception from players across the world. We were stunned by the love we felt for this unexpected team-up.
Again, it's a good game.
As we wanted to take the time needed.
Of course, it's still Ubisoft.
To the next level.
And again, this is where the problems come in, because like, I don't think anything came out about in all the Ubisoft allegations from Ubisoft Milan, but I don't know. And it's just like, because the companies are bad. The Guamos are bad at Ubisoft. The on-the-ground developers, who are just trying their best to make good games, do what they love. Fuck. Like, I'm not gonna buy this, probably not. But like, fuck.
There's an entire galaxy to save.
Because I'm totally down for this.
For you to experience.
Fuck. God damn it, Ubisoft, why do you have to be such a fucking shitty company? Because yeah, I'm totally down for this. Because the original game was good. And the Donkey Kong DLC was great. Yeah, it looks like someone other than Mario's in the lead. Because yeah, that was the problem with the first game. Is that you always had to have Mario in the lead. And it kinda... It hurt the game, I'll be honest. Oh, is it like a... It's like a Rabbid Captain Toad. Ooh. Yeah, there's that rabbit I was talking about, like that I don't know how to describe. The wild style rabbit. Yeah, that looks like a game I'm totally down for. But Ubisoft's a shitty company. Also, 2022, that's an interesting... Because, like, one of the interesting things about the original Kingdom Battle, it leaked... Fuck Yves Guillemot. But it leaked, then it released, like, it leaked, was revealed in June, and came out in August. So it's interesting that this is over a year away. Again, COVID. Fuck Yves Guillemot. He needs to be held responsible for the abuse within his company that he was completely aware about, and he needs to be removed from the company. But the problem is Ubisoft is the Guillemots, so he just won't leave. Right? It's like Gearbox. Gearbox is Randy Pitchford, and he won't leave.
Especially during what has been a challenging year.
Yeah, fuck you. You're part of the problem.
Our industry's ability to bring together millions of players from around the world to share memorable experiences and moments of joy. This is one of the real powers of video games, and it is what motivates everyone at Ubisoft to do our best.
Motivating you to do terrible things like mentally and physically abuse your employees that you are responsible for. Because you either had no idea, which makes you a poor boss, or you had a complete idea and let it slide. You're either way, Yves Guillemot is responsible for everything that happens.
Create original, enriching, long-lasting game worlds. And your contributions, feedback, and support make it possible. We also are proud that some of the biggest names in entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universes. For example, you just saw Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, developed in collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure. And speaking of great partnerships, there is one more exciting thing we would like to show you today. It is a glimpse of the amazing journey that awaits you in one of the most beautiful...
If they're talking about crossover things, I'm thinking either a Marvel or a Star Wars.
By the latest version of our
right, because, you know, Star Wars is doing whatever, and Marvel Games does whatever. I mean, I know Star Wars was linked to EA for a while, but... That's just my first thought, if they're talking crossover. It could always be something else, but, you know. I don't know, maybe it's because of that Marvel XCOM thing is why I'm leading towards that direction. Ooh. Oh, Avatar! Oh, that's... Actually, honestly, that makes a lot of sense. With, like, the type of games Ubisoft makes... Yeah, an Avatar game actually makes a lot of sense. Again, Avatar is the highest grossing movie that nobody remembers. But, yeah. Okay, the one thing I will admit I do remember is that the aliens are called the Na'vi. But, like, other than that, I'm 100% one of those people who's, like, couldn't name 3 characters. And even once the joke started and it was like, oh, I should probably just learn 3 characters' names for the joke. Couldn't even be bothered. Oh, I'll tell that story in a minute afterwards. Hey, it is still Disney, technically. This is still Disney at the end of the day, so... I mean, guessing Marvel and/or Star Wars wasn't too far off. Tears of Pandora. Next year. Yep. Oh, here's the game trailer from everything in the conference. Drink to that. That's one of the few drinking... That and gaffs are like the 2 drinking rules I remember. Even though that's already finished.
That is crazy.
Thanks to Eve and all the devs that joined us to share what's new with Ubisoft.
Today, we battled some Archeans in Rainbow Six Extraction, learned some new songs in Rocksmith, got an adrenaline rush from Riders Republic, lit up the dance floor in Just Dance 2022, visited new shores in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, witnessed a chilling confrontation in Far Cry 6, and teamed up with our favorite man in overalls in Mario plus Rabbids.
Don't go anywhere. There's still more to come in the post-show.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah. So, as we end off, just a reminder, as it's been through the entire show, Ubisoft is a company that spent years protecting mental and physical abusers. I will not be buying their games.
All right, hello everybody. Back.
And we cut back to Jeffy Boy.
Forward. And we've got Devolver coming up after this at the bottom of the hour. We're going to start playing that. But what did you guys think?
So, Devolver's in a little bit. So as an actual, like, conference goes, right? As, like, an actual conference goes... Actually, wait, let's come back here. Let's cut the... As an actual conference goes, that was fine. I thought that was a fine conference. I wasn't... Like, the only time that I was really, like, bored was the Rainbow Six thing. But the problem is, Ubisoft is a company that spent years protecting mental and physical abusers. And we can never let them forget, never stop making them pay, because they refuse to do anything about it. Just a few weeks ago, Izguimo put out a letter saying they are making changes to the company. But right before that letter came out, a report came out saying that, no, Ubisoft hasn't made any changes, and the only reason Izguimo put out that letter is as damage control. But Ubisoft is a company that spent years protecting mental and physical abusers, and yeah, Izguimo needs to be ousted from the company, as do all the other employees who mentally and physically abused people, who were just reshuffled in the company, or left with, like, generous stock options. Freaking Michel Ancel abused his employees. And when he left the company, it was like, oh, he's leaving the company to go pursue his passion or whatever. And then we found out, no, he left the company because he abused his employees. Right? He would make them do development on games and then change his mind and have them redo all that work again. Yeah. Fuck Ubisoft. But the last Ubisoft game I bought, I think, was Mario Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And I know, if you still want to buy Ubisoft games, that's totally up for you. I know there was this idea of buying used Ubisoft, right? Like, buy a used Ubisoft game, so that way the company itself sees no profit from your purchase of the game. And I might do that for Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle in a few years, whenever that comes out. But yeah, no, I don't know, because like Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, interestingly enough, is a game I got for like $30 when it released, and then like a week later there was a price error at Best Buy where it went on sale for $30, and I got it and I got the price error. Like when the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker went on price error for $5, didn't get that one, but I got Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle for like $30 on sale. But yeah, no, Ubisoft is a company that spent years protecting mental and physical abusers, never let them forget, never stop making them pay. And yeah, buy used Ubisoft. Because again, there are some interesting looking games in there. The idea of an Avatar game makes sense, right? Like that as a game makes sense. That, right? I could see how an Avatar game would be good, and I think Ubisoft could do a good job at it. But this is Ubisoft we're talking about here. They spent years protecting mental and physical abusers. I made this last night, the whole this scrolling thing. I was so excited to show it to you guys, because it's the truth, and you got to let the truth ring free. So I did actually have an Avatar story real quick that I just wanted to tell you, because I haven't thought about this in years. So back in like 2011, 2012, when did Avatar come out? Maybe this was 2013. I don't remember when. Years ago, my family got our first, I guess it'd be a flat screen TV, right? We had CRTs for so long, and we finally got a flat screen. And my father was like, "Oh, we got to check out like a big, like fancy movie on the flat screen." We still actually have, my parents still have that TV to this day. It's still, it's starting to like warp at the bottom. Like there's like warps at the bottom, and I think there's a dead pixel or two, but they still have it. It still works. And he got the TV, and he was like, "Oh, I think Avatar had just come out on DVD or whatever," and it's like, "Oh, we're gonna watch Avatar on the TV, right?" And somehow something was screwed up with the DVD player or with the coaxial inputs, right? The RGBs, the red, whites, and yellows, and Avatar was only coming in at the yellows and blues. Like there were no reds in the movie. It was all yellow and blue. And it was just like, "Oh, okay." And I don't remember if I saw Avatar in theaters. But it was like something looks off. But like we couldn't place it at first because I don't think we saw it in theaters or whatever. Because Avatar was in theaters for like over a year. That's part of the reason why it's such a high grossing, and why it is right now the highest grossing movie of all time again. It's because it was in theaters for a long time. But yeah, it was something like that, like the reds and yellow, or there was no red in the movie, and it just looked wrong, and like the yellows were like exaggerated. It was, yeah, that was interesting. That for sure was interesting. But, oops. See, right now would be the perfect time to boot up Animal Crossing, but I don't actually have the Switch plugged in right now. I could switch it over with the capture card, but I'm reading an email right now. But yeah, like this would be the perfect time to boot up Animal Crossing and get like my daily routine done in. But yeah, we'll kill 10 minutes. I think it starts in 10 minutes. I don't know. He said top of the hour, but I thought the Devolver show was at like 2:30. Yeah, right now they're doing the Mario plus Rabbids thing. Yeah, this looks good. I'm totally down for this Mario plus Rabbids, but I'm not buying it from Ubisoft. I'll buy it used, because yeah, fuck Ubisoft. I'm not going to directly financially support them. I know there are other people with looser morals than me who will. It's all so complicated. It's not fun. It's never fun to have morals, but you need to. There's a Devolver Digital sale on Steam. I was trying to look and see if we could find If I could find when the Devolver Digital show was happening. Devolver Digital. Because again, I think it's in a few minutes. Prepare for. So this is a tweet. Prepare for future monetization as a service. Watch the Devolver Digital Max Pass Plus reveal on Twitch. I guess we could go check out that real quick. Let me kill this feed real quick.